Hello, I'm Reverend Karen Davis of First Christian Church. Throughout history, we've heard and read of the people of God receiving calls from God, calls to respond, to go out and to do God's work, calls to come and to follow along with the people of God to carry out mission and ministry. It would be great if the calls came like this. We could say, yes, okay, I'll be right there. Yes, thank you. Goodbye. Unfortunately, it isn't always quite that clear and direct. Oftentimes, it involves listening for a period of time, listening and seeing God working in our lives and the lives of those around us. But it all begins with listening and paying attention to what God is trying to say to us, listening to the calls for help of the people around us, listening and seeing the needs in the world around us. It begins with listening here, watching with our eyes, and listening with our hearts. I would invite you this week to reflect upon Isaiah chapter 6, verses 1 through 8, and Luke chapter 5, verses 1 through 11. As the prophet Isaiah receives a call from God, not like this, but feels and hears and believes that God is speaking to him, calling him to go forth and to do God's work, to go forth and proclaim good news, to bring hope to the downtrodden, to release the captives, to go forth and to carry out God's mission and ministry. In Luke's gospel, Jesus offers an invitation for those around him to join him, to follow him, to learn a new way of being and of living, to go from just fishing for fish to now fishing for people, to casting their nets out to bring others in to receive God's goodness and God's grace. So I would invite you this week to spend some time in quiet meditation, to spend some time really listening for the voice of God as it speaks to you through the people, the circumstances, through God's word, as it speaks to your heart and encourages you, invites you to go forth and to do God's work, to care for the needs of God's people, both near and far. May you listen. May you hear God speaking to you, and may you answer the call. God bless you and guide you.